and so on. So why does it matter what your culture is and who your mum and dad are and whether you speak English at home or you don't? I mean, it's got to be our culture. It's our footy team and our footy club. So how do you fix it? Well, I guess you've got to create your own culture. And that was the biggest thing that we've tried to do, and I've learned in my 8 years in New Zealand, is that no matter who you are, no matter what background you come from, if you're playing footy and you're a footy player, everyone pretty much wants the same thing.
Do you think the Panthers 21, 22, 23 team is the greatest NRL team of all time?
Why do you ask me that question? Well, the 23 season's not over yet, so ask me when it's over.
George win 23-4, taking their 11th successive premiership.
The Eels of Parramatta still rule supreme over the rugby league scene here in Sydney. Champion players, champion club. Defended their title. They are still the champions.
The Panthers.
Are they the best team of the modern era?
Can they make it 3 titles in a row?
The countdown is on to kick off in the 2023 NRL Grand Final.
The Penrith community is already getting into the spirit.
In the hope the Panthers can become the first team since the Eels in 1983
to achieve an NRL three-peat.
I am so excited. It's just going to be a great atmosphere for sure.
Ivan Cleary to get us there again, assistant coach stepping up, boys moving on, and we're still able to do it is just sensational. Yeah, like the hashtag says, and on everyone's shirt, hunting history.
Yeah, that was awesome, and so proud of the boys and the club and everyone. So hard to get to a grand final. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to the week and enjoying it.
Yeah, grand final week's definitely a different week.
So much fanfare, and there's so many things that you have to do throughout the week.
Just from experience, you sort of learn to embrace it rather than seeing it as more of a burden, I guess.
It's a privilege to be there on the big stage. We've obviously got a group that like being around one another and having fun, so that certainly helps.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
It's definitely easier when you've done it before. It was our 4th grand final, so to have that experience, that really helps, because you are doing things that you normally wouldn't do.
Well, there's a buzz around the foot of the mountains as the Panthers fans come together to spur their team on.
Thousands of Panthers diehards piling into Penrith Stadium to press the flesh with their grand final heroes.
As long as we tick off every training session, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we've learned from our mistakes and train with plenty of intensity and connection, and that's the most important thing, because then come game day, whatever happens, what gets thrown at us, we'll be ready. Yeah, the fan day is probably my favourite part of the week in terms of those things that we're not used to doing. Just see the buzz and the vibe around, and sort of gives you a greater appreciation of what you're actually playing for, and how excited and how keen the community is.
The siren sounds. It's party time at Suncorp. A shot at Premiership glory awaits. Brisbane are into the grand final.
Have you got the team to beat Penrith, Adam, and what do you think you do? How can you beat them?
Well, we beat them in round 1.
Well, that is some win. So the Broncos with the upset.
And they've come here on a mission tonight. No one gave them a chance.
I think they've gone from a team with potential to the team to beat.
They have just got so much strike. They're a well-balanced team.
Their attack has been unbelievable.
Powerful and athletic. I don't think I've ever seen a team to match them.
The one thing that they're building right now is belief. They believe more now than ever that they can win this premiership.
Do you think that their attack can worry the Panthers' defence?
There's something about this matchup that's been coming. I feel like this year's been, us and the Broncos have been sort of at the top.
A couple of things about this week. I feel like in terms of simplicity, winning the ruck is something we can improve at both sides of the ball, I reckon. And it's going to be crucial against the Broncos, all right? So they are a big, strong, powerful, fast, athletic team.
Yeah, they've been going so good all year, 1 to 17.
They're such a red-hot team, and this year they've just been able to just split sides, and they look unstoppable at times.
They're on fire at the moment. It's going to take a lot to beat them, but I think when the boys are on, it's going to take a lot to beat us too, so I'm excited for the game.
And the Broncos are quietly confident of ending the Panthers' premiership domination.
Reece, they're such a juggernaut, Penrith. Why do you think you can knock them off?
Yeah, we don't fear them, mate. We know the brand of footy we can play.
And I feel, without being arrogant, we have been the best team and the most consistent team all season.
It's all good to say that, but it's another thing to back it up, so we'll see how they go with that on game day.
It's a great challenge, but to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah, for me as a competitor, I want to play the best at their best, so bring it on. I can't wait for the game, and we'll see who goes all the way.
We're obviously closer to our goal of being the undisputed, and the closer you get, sometimes the more easy it is you want to touch that, and start going into that, that feeling, and that's fine at the moment. But as we get closer to the game, it's really important that we just get back to process around, how we play, what's going to be important.
Hi, I'm Beck Cleary. I'm Nathan's mother and Ivan's wife. I have 4 children, Nathan, Indiana, Jet and Malaya. Nathan, to me, as a player, I think he's very professional. He always, goes above and beyond. Not being mean about saying this, but he was never the most talented player, but I think he's just worked so hard on his game, and I always believe that he's the first person to get there and the last one to leave, and coming to every single game, he makes sure that he does everything right. And then I think knowing that he's got so much support and love behind him from everywhere, that it makes him the person that he is today. Dad, had a great relationship with Nathan. We moved to New Zealand when Nathan was 2 and Indiana was 1. So my mum and dad spent a lot of time in New Zealand. We'd always call on them when we needed babysitting or whatever. So they spent a lot of quality time with Nat and Indy. So he was very close to my dad.
It's a hard part. The most, unfortunately, probably the biggest fan won't be there tomorrow. On Sunday. Nat's granddad was his biggest fan. Unfortunately, he passed away before Nat ever played first grade.
My dad had been quite ill for some time. He was on dialysis, and it happened when Nathan got picked for Australian schoolboys, and my dad, we were all going up as a family and taking my mum and dad, and my dad suddenly passed away, and so Nathan was in camp. So that was really sad for him because he couldn't be here, he couldn't see my dad at the end. We were worried about Nathan because he was so close to my dad and he couldn't be there. He's never ever seen Nathan play a first grade game, so that's really sad.
Can't wait to play with you guys, and I'm very grateful to be a part of this journey, and to call you guys my teammates. Lastly, I know Granddad will be looking over us on Sunday night, and I'm in this thing.
Grand Final 2020. There's a Melbourne try on here. Happy's on his way again. They're not improving. The Eagle has landed. Melbourne have won it.
When they lost, that hit Nat really hard. He was really upset in the sheds afterwards, and he blamed a lot of that on himself.
It's super disappointing. Let the boys down throughout the intercept, and obviously they won at half time, and we're just letting too many ordinary tries, and just got to let us fuel us for the future, and
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back.
I think he learned a lot from that, and he's been in a couple of grand finals now. I think that he knows what he needs to do to prepare well and do all the right things. And Nathan, when he runs out, I see him look up into the sky and he does a sign of the cross, and I know he's saying a prayer to my dad and making sure that he looks after Nathan and all his teammates, and he's done it I think ever since my dad passed away. And it's a really beautiful thing because he hasn't forgotten that Dad's up there, and he knows that he needs his help on that day, and I know that Dad will be up there watching Nathan this Sunday, and he'll be sending all his good vibes down to him and all his teammates, so that's nice to know. It's comforting.
Great chat today. Always thought about energy moments when I think about that as well. I think of Brian Toll.
Yeah, one thing we like to do in some of our team meetings is bring a player or staff member up the front for just a little interview. It's something we've been doing for a few years now.
Coming into pressure moments and pressure games, what do you do for downtime to get away from the game? What do you do for fun, for a while?
Just chill out with the family, eat, I think. Eat veggies and that, so.
We wanted to practice connection and specifically target building trust. If you can do that in a certain environment, that I feel that's where it's a safe environment. That's something we're trying to build here, where people can be themselves, tell their story.
How important is Mauricia for you as a support, being there through work?
She's obviously been there from the very beginning. She's obviously made me the player and the man I am today. I'm obviously going to be a dad soon as well, so truly blessed and grateful to have an amazing wife by my side, and truly blessed to.
Yo, what's up fam, it's your boy Bizza here. Welcome to my $5 million house. Let's go. Yeah, it's full, got all these collectibles and stuff, slowly trying to build the room. This is my little sword, guys. She got angry at me because this is expensive as, but this is the sort of stuff. This is my childhood right here.
So where's the sword from?
Lord of the Rings. This is Aragorn's sword. She got so pissed off at me. Yeah, this started around 2014? 15, 14. We were both in the ministry for church. I was the boys that were doing the flag ceremony for the start of it, and I was shirtless and oiled up and everything. I was ripped when I was young, and that's where our story kind of began. She obviously saw me, had a good look at me, and then after that was the feed function, and that was pretty much when I went and asked her what's her name, and that's how it kind of kicked off.
Yeah. He'll get a premiership ring tonight, but it looks like he's brought his own bling as well, not for himself, but his partner, Moesha.
Allow me to present Mr. and Mrs. Toll.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's pretty exciting, but I'm nervous at the same time. We are currently 34 weeks and a day. So I've got 6 more weeks left.
We obviously did a little gender reveal, and I've always wanted the eldest to be a boy, obviously, and it was just a special moment to share with Moesha, to just to know that it's a little boy and someone to carry on my legacy, hopefully, and whether he's a football player or a science teacher or whatever he wants to be, just really excited to see how this little boy grows up.
Brian To'o isn't ready to lose his best friend to the Bulldogs. The Panthers star revealing he was brought to tears when Stephen Crichton told him he was leaving the Panthers. The pair now determined to enjoy more premiership success before the centre heads to Canterbury.
Those two boys, they're like little brothers to me, and kind of sort of same as Romy. We kind of grew up in the system, and just being around each other, playing alongside each other, kind of built this loving brotherhood bond that we have. And yeah, just to see them move on to bigger things ahead, it's a proud but emotional moment for us as well.
Sorry. It was very emotional when so you heard from Stephen and I heard from Leon, yeah? And because we've been very close since the beginning. So yeah, it's gonna be hard not seeing them at the like all the time at Penrith or like Penrith events and stuff, but I just gotta remember, you know, to be happy for them. Just being together all the time, just brought all these emotions. So yeah, we're just very happy for them, and God willing, like in the future they can all play together one more time. So yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna make the most of it. We're gonna definitely make it count and hopefully finish on a high, and not only for those two boys but for the other brothers that are leaving as well. Hopefully make it one big special finish to our last ride.
That thrills. Damn, that's a three-peat. Word. That's actually undisputed.
So we finished training on the Wednesday. It's normally our day off the next day, but there's the fan fest, which is a cool experience for everyone. And then yeah, the bus comes in. That's a good vibe because it's just good to see all the boys again. And yeah, and off we went to the fan day, which was different this year. It was down the overseas passenger terminal at Circular Quay.
Roll up in the club. All eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Yeah, it's that was cool as well, you know, just to get out there and see the fans again. Bit different, a lot more sort of Broncos supporters, and even supporters just from other teams, just coming down and seeing what it's like.
The teams are in the house. Are we excited to see the Brisbane Broncos?
Are you ready to see the Penrith Panthers?
We sort of walked through the doors and I sort of seen all the Broncos boys on the right hand side. I'm just like, fire out, like, can't wait to rip into you boys. Yeah, fire out, sort of like first time seeing your enemy sort of thing, and just knowing that like these guys sort of just want to take what I want, what we've worked so hard for, made me so excited, made me so G'd up.
I know that was a chip I had on my shoulder, sort of just giving myself that bit of an edge.
I just kind of try to feel a vibe of what the opposition are like, and get a read on their body language and what their confidence is like, how much swagger they've got.
Obviously, I was watching what Fish did first, Fish and Moss, see if they shook hands, and I seen that they didn't shake hands, so I was like, you know what, stuff that, let's go. If they said like they have to bring the game forward, I could have played that second when they called out my name, and I'm sure like a lot of the boys have sort of had that sort of feeling as well.
There's a lot of factors that take winning grand finals, but one of those is winning the battle between the packs.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a believer that forwards win the game and backs out much. So yeah, they've got a great forward pack. I'm sure we'll do a good job.
Beautifully answered, Liam.
Okay. Right, we're going to go to another back row now. Jordan, Ricky, just how do you get the job done on Sunday?
Yeah, I think Liam did well there in saying, both good forward packs there, and I'm sure we'll get the job done too, so yeah.
On the day I was thinking it's sort of like the way the UFC weigh-ins are done, and even with the press conference we just don't mouth off at each other as much as in the UFC, so it doesn't really build it up as much as that, but I definitely had that sort of feel to it, and sort of live, I guess, audience to watch it as well.
Hey boys, we've got a milestone.
always special here at the Panthers, where Ivan makes it a special day to bring our families in for someone's milestone, and I was lucky enough to play my 100 games on grand final day.
Can't lie, I was a bit nervous because I think the last time one of the boys had their 100th game was Nath, and that was back in 2020, and we didn't win that game, so I was like, in a way I was like trying not to be superstitious.
They brought my mum, dad and my partner through, and yeah, they said a few words.
This is the reward of sacrificing your time with your family, sacrificing your time with your friends. Now you deserve it. If we look back to the beginning of your career, as your coach said today.
And all eyes are on the new boys. Debuts to 3 teenagers tonight.
And we have seen so many amazing things happening throughout these 4 years.
For Crichton! Crichton, he's away! Is he away with the Premiership?
And we always ask ourselves, how can this happen? Your 100 game falls on your grand final day. Not only that, this will be your last game to farewell this lovely club, Penrith. This is the one important thing that always blesses us from this boy. He always makes sure that his parents are happy. He always makes sure that he has something for us, and that really blessed us. So we are very grateful for what you have done for us, not only for your family, but for this club. And to the boys, to the lovely boys of the Panthers, we love you so much, and I thank you very much for the friendship that you have shared with my son Stephen here throughout this whole time with Penrith. And we thank you very much for having us today, and we wish you all the best.
Yeah, it made me so emotional, and it hit me that it has come to an end, and all those memories that I've had, those big moments, I wouldn't be there without the blokes that sit in this room inside these 4 walls. There was never a dull moment with the boys, and that's something that I'm definitely going to miss.
Yeah, after captain's run, I had a few different emotions. I also realised that it was going to be my last game. I knew that was coming, but I hadn't taken a step back and realised that this was it. So you kind of get a little bit emotional and hope that you can finish on a high, and then going to the stadium and seeing our lockers all done up.
Whoa!
There he is. Yeah, that's mad.
Everything's just that little bit extra on grand final week, and I suppose it motivates you to give that little bit extra for the game.
Unreal, mate. Gives me goosebumps. Pretty cool, eh?
All the details. Pretty cool, bro. I don't know if anyone's played FIFA, but when you pull a card from a FIFA pack, and you see the player on it, that's the setup that was there this year. So I'm a big gamer, obviously, and I thought it was pretty cool to sort of see myself on a FIFA card. Don't get as paid as much as those guys, but yeah, it was a pretty cool setup this year.
Because I played in the 03 grand final.
Got to see the history that's been made before us, and the past few years as well, and got to sink in that yeah, we could be making history again after the game. So yeah, it was good to see.
All right, boys, that time of year again. So it's jersey presentation night. Each guy has an important role to play tomorrow, but I truly believe, boys, our point of difference, right, is not our individuals, so our wolves. The strength of our wolf is the pack, and that's what it's all about. It's how all of us as an individual, we all fit together. On that note, we've got something slightly different tonight. You'll all be given as you get your jersey, you'll also be given a piece to a puzzle. That'll be your number, and when you get it, come and put it up in where the number sits.
Yeah, it's pretty mad. Just seeing Ive get vulnerable up there, talking about each individual player. They've done it a bit differently, where Ive spoke about you, gave you a number, and then you sort of had a piece to a puzzle. up there behind him.
Romy, the way you connect others, the way you give them confidence, the way you go after the opposition, and it's just so valuable, mate. It's so much about, you know, what we are and how and why we win.
Just showed that everyone had their part to play within the team, your piece of the puzzle. So it was pretty special, man.
That's another thing about grand final week. I think it starts to become a little bit more real when Dad sort of presents the jerseys.
That's probably one of my favourite parts of the week, that sort of lead in, him talking and presenting all the jerseys to the boys, and yeah, it's pretty special.
I don't know why, but I get so nervous. I get worried about walking up and duffing the handshake in front of everyone.
You've always been like as good a teammate as anyone can have. Like, you've really made a presence for yourself in that middle, not just without the ball, which you've always been good at and you've even got better at, but with the ball now, like, you can just see your confidence has grown. Service, delivery, decisions, all that kind of stuff is exactly what we need. You're going to have a huge influence on our game tomorrow night, mate. And, yeah, I look forward to watching you play. Marto, I can't believe how much you've matured as a player. It's obviously you put all your maturity into your playing, because off the field it hasn't changed. I'm not a comedian, but I thought I was trying to make it light-hearted. Another one of our unbelievable leaders. Again, I think the family thing's helping you. You were so wild before, and now you've settled down. Last year I was got a little emotional, so I didn't really want to do that, because that emotion was more driven from, like, you know, players leaving and stuff, where I was really keen on keeping it process focused and in the moment. All right, Spenny.
You know, eyes, they were sort of like, yeah, you're gonna cry. I'm like, nah, stuff that, I'm not gonna cry.
I'm not sure you know how much your teammates love what you do. I just wanted you to go out there and, like, leave nothing in the tank, accelerate, back yourself 100%, because your teammates will be behind you. And I want you to enjoy your last ride, mate. Wow. Critter. Yeah, big stage is yours, mate. The main reason, apart from your talent, is because how hard you work and how much you prepare for every single situation. And that's why you do well on every play, and some of those plays turn into big plays. And it'll happen again tomorrow night, mate, and I can't wait to see it. We've spoken a bit over the years about where Nat's game will go to and how he's going to improve. Like, the game's slowed down for you, your ball playing's improved, you're in big games and big moments, you're picking the right decision. I love the way you've taken the risk to be prepared to make mistakes, trying to improve in that area. Your creativity's gone to a new level. You obviously get that from your mother, because I don't really have any, so good on her. Yeah, I think actually if I married someone else, like someone not as good as your mother, you would have been a pretty shit player, so that's good news. Yeah. Nah, I'm only kidding. Yeah, love the leadership, mate. You've had an incredible season. Again, another one, like, I'm so proud of the way you came back after that hamstring, and I know you're ready for this tomorrow, mate. By the time it finished, we had a really good photo, not just of the players, but the staff as well. And yeah, that was pretty much the last bit of prep for the big dance.
A slice of rugby league history is up for grabs tonight.
The Panthers chasing their third straight premiership.
This has become an annual tradition for Panthers fans, but one they're happily embracing.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king?
The heart of Sydney beating black, red, yellow and green.
Thousands of fans gathering at Jamison Park to start a convoy of support.
There's nothing that can rain on Penrith's parade as the side goes for the historic three-peat.
Yeah, when Critter showed me that, I sort of just looked at it and, like, I wasn't surprised at all. Our community, our fans turn out for us every single week, and obviously G'd me up so much. You know, seeing that obviously G'd up all the other boys as well.
You know, I can definitely tell how much this team means to our community, and yeah, we definitely feel the love.
There are less than 3 hours to go before the Penrith Panthers and the Brisbane Broncos do battle.
This is history making. This is the Penrith Panthers making their way onto the bus now. They are chasing the three-peat, of course, while the Broncos Broncos chase a little bit of history. They haven't won a premiership since 2006.
There's just one more question on grand final day. Can their attack score more points than the best defence we've ever seen?
Yeah, it's obviously you can feel sort of the tension and the nervousness in there, but I feel like we do a good job of, obviously the music's blaring, so that helps.
You sort of know when that speaker starts, like it's time to go.
There's a police escort, and this is getting real now. We're about to play in the biggest game of the year.
What they're chasing historically, the three in the trot, we haven't seen it since the Eels of 81, 82, 83, and we know just how special that team was.
So we're going to ask the question,
If they were to win this,
Are they the best team
of the modern era?
Premierships are really difficult to win. You've got to have a lot of things go right to be successful. You've got to have your players in good form at the right time of the season. You've got to be healthy. So it's difficult to win one. To go back to back, now that's really tough.
You know, we've been talking before the Roosters did it. We had to go back to Brisbane in 92, 93.
Melbourne Storm, as good as they've been in the last 20 years, they haven't been able to do it. There's a reason, because it's friggin' hard.
If you come in as the defending premiers each year, you do become the hunted.
So to go through 3 years of that type of pressure and finding your best footy in the biggest games, it's very difficult. I'm kind of half death riding them because it's really cool to be a part of that last team that did win 3 in a row.
And Parramatta has taken out their 3rd premiership in a row.
Even now, if I'm having a game of touch footy with my mates, it's Sterling, Kenny, Cronin, the zip man, out the growth. Their team has been immortalised because of that three-peat. If Penrith win this grand final, well, the same is going to be happening to the next generation and after that and that.
It's said to be a scorching game on the field, but also off the field. It's forecast to hit 36 degrees.
As soon as we get there, all of the boys like to go out there and check out the field, check out the stadium and I guess the conditions as well.
Just to see people sitting up the top of our core, you don't see that too often, and you have kind of imagine what it's going to be like when all those seats are full.
That's when we first felt the heat of the day, and we started to realise, this could be a pretty hot night.
That's sort of a time period for myself to sort of get away, get alone and block the noise out and just really lock in to what I need to do for the team.
Now the heat, well, it hasn't kept the 80,000 fans away. They are absolutely pouring into Accor Stadium.
In anticipation for what many are saying could be the greatest grand final of all time.
Two best teams in the competition go head to head.
It's a hell of a game. The 2 best teams deserve to be here, and it's just going to come down to a moment.
Play through the pain. That's Jerome Luai's motto as he prepares to help carry the Panthers on that injured shoulder.
Considering the players they've lost, it is incredible they're still there now.
Penrith on the doorstep of greatness. They win tonight. They are the best team I've seen in a long, long time. I can't go back to the early years before me.
Well, I think if the Panthers can win 3 in a row, it would supersede what Parramatta did back in the early 80s. The nucleus of the teams that I won premierships win through 81 and 83 changed very little. We didn't have a salary cap. So I know that it was a great achievement in 81, 82 and 83, but I think if Penrith could win 3 in a row now, I think that'd be the greatest achievement that the game has seen.
Okay, boys. Phase 1. So we want to dominate it physically, boys. Not just compete. We want to dominate. That's your mindset you've got to have. All right. Take it into a dark place just by playing our game, boys. That will give us a mental edge. That will give us confidence. All right. And it will take confidence away from them. Every play counts. That's the diligence and the respect. Every play counts. All right. Our values and our culture, all right, was started and designed for this game, for this type of game. All right. Everything we've done all year has prepared us for this night. Every play. Okay, we good? Last thing, if your red brain takes over, don't think, just do. Accelerate and you can't fail, boys. Accelerate in that moment and you cannot fail. We got it? Let's go and have fun, boys.
Here it is. Good touch. It's all process driven, okay? Everything we've practiced since the start of December, okay? All those little things, all right, they're most important on the big stage. And be a good teammate, all right? Can't wait.
Don't forget that ruthless edge on every play. That's what playing each play means. Bring that ruthless edge and enjoy it. Enjoy it with your brothers. Let's go, Let's go!
Let's go! 4, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! Go!
you can ask no more than a decider between the two best teams of the season, and that is what we are served with this evening.
Well, we talk about the atmosphere here. You're about to feel it wherever you are, at home, out and about, another part of the world as Adam Reynolds fleets out the Broncos.
There's a sense of danger about this Broncos team. They're young, they're exciting, they don't have any fear. And I think you look at Penrith's run in recent grand finals, this is the one that they'll be most fearful of.
They hit me differently as well, running out with my brothers for the one last time, especially on the big dance.
You're seeing the Cup boys geeing everyone up, and in a way you can't even hear yourself think, it's that loud. Yeah, there's no feeling like that.
And you just get to look around that stadium and you just think this is everything you want to play for. From the moment you're a kid, all you'd ever want to do is play in the grand final, and now you're here, you're the man in the arena, and it's, yeah, there's nothing like it.
The grand final is off. May the best team lift the trophy later tonight. Leota with the follow-up. And remarkable scene here tonight. Carrigan caught the full brunt of a Leota charge there.
Oh, Moss is just the man, and I think that just lit a fire in everyone.
He's lost the ball. There's the first mistake of the grand final after 3 minutes, and the feelings kicked in.
Super intense at the start, which they always are, but we were like right up for it.
Walters scheming. Walsh now. Ezra Mam. Quick hands. What a catch by Ard as he went over the sideline.
Nice, that's a nice one. First time they're down there, we force an error, so.
We're down outside the 20. Sent to Cleary. And Cleary goes at Haas and nearly split them.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure what happened. I sort of felt someone just fall on the back of my leg, and pretty much straight away it felt weird. Yeah, I didn't really know if the tackle was that bad, so I just sort of got up and played the ball.
A great run by Penrith's champion number 7, out to Yo, now to Luai, dances in, kicks, it was juggled, it was regathered by Ricky. Fisher-Harris, Cleary, and now Edwards, and Tungor trying to split a gap. He got dragged down in a try-saving effort.
They've handled just about everything that the Panthers have thrown at them.
Cleary, not the kick he was looking for. He gets the ball back. It's still the last. Yo, out to Luai. Oh, again Ricky.
We knew this Brisbane team would be really hard to break down. They've got so much speed on the edges and they work so hard from the inside that we just couldn't quite get across the line.
Cleary up in the air. Crichton's trying to contest it. Another great take at the back. And Tony Staggs was the man. Oh, there's a mistake at the play the ball.
They are so tired, the Broncos. If they hold the Panthers out to this set, I'll be very surprised.
Penrith might be hard to stop here. Edwards, Tungor.
Penrith not in sync at the moment, but they're dominating territorially.
I feel like we're having good looks, but they're defending really well, particularly making some big one-on-one tackles.
We've just got to be patient, mate.
If you get a lot of attacking opportunities early in a big game, sometimes it's just hard to get your rhythm to go in there, and that was definitely the case for us.
Pass hits the deck, it's picked up well by Tungor, and he rolls a kick through. It's a good one, and it's come off Reece Walsh's hand.
Massive, that's massive. Yes! This Penrith attack is being thwarted time and time again.
But for how much longer will we be scoreless?
Reynolds. It's high in the air. It's knocked back. It's a try to Mitch Kenny. In a remarkable quirk of fate for the Panthers.
I think even he was surprised. If you look at his face when he scores, he's in shock.
I just couldn't really believe my luck. I'd probably do that once or twice a game, every game we played.
We'd spoken about that all year, and finally for Mitch to be on the spot there and get a little crumb there and a try in a grand final, that was so cool.
First try of the year, and you couldn't have picked a better time to do it, so good on the bro.
Something on my name.
He's jolting. This is left knee.
Yeah, so it was actually a surprise to me. I was in the huddle with the players, and normally Nat's with our yellow shirt trainer, Corey Bocking, getting ready for the kick. And then Corey's waved to me pretty frantically to check Nat out.
Well, straight it out for me, straighten it out. I can't really step off there. If I try and straighten it, if I try and lift it, feels like it's all like jammed up at the back. Is it like? Yeah, if I lift like that, it feels like it's just hanging.
What's happening to Nat?
He's got the trainer. There's a left knee problem for Nathan Cleary.
Just push back against me. Push back with it. No, it's not hammies.
This could be huge.
If it's something, it's going to be internal, like meniscus or something, all right? I'll keep an eye on you.
And Crichton makes it 6-0 to Penrith.
Feedback, please, from Nat.
There's something going on there, but he's going to try and push through it.
Unless it was an ACL rupture, I think there was no other injury he could have done in that knee that would have stopped him from continuing to play.
At his tackle-busting best. So now he's gone straight through Arthur.
Once again, the Penrith defence stand up to that lethal Broncos attack.
Walsh is back there, and he's trying to find some space. He can't get around the outside chasers, and he's dragged back, if you don't mind.
Here they go, short kick off again.
Oh, no, that's not a good one.
You'd imagine the Panthers will take the 2 here.
Yeah, feeling in control at 8-0. It would have been nice to have been up a bit further. Like they completed poor. I remember looking up at one point, we completed 100%. They were at like 60, I think. So it'd be nice to be a little bit further ahead.
And now Brisbane going backwards. Farnworth breaks through 2 defenders. Another try saver. Tyson Smoothie Flagler.
He's got there.
Right to the goal line. The referee likes it. He says try to Brisbane.
Yeah, that was disappointing. I was pretty dirty on myself like that. Yeah, that's a big moment there. If you can sort of hold them out there, and then all of a sudden you're going in at 8-0 half time, that's a lot better than 8-6.
My shoulders didn't come out again, did it?
Yeah, there was a tackle. I think Jordan Ricky almost broke our line. It was about 5 meters out, and I had to reach back with both arms and grab him. And I think, yeah, my left arm got stuck in between that and went numb. It was a bit of a weird feeling. I didn't really feel that against Storm the previous week. So
He got caught under his leg, and I reached out. Okay, well, lucky it's half time, and we'll sort you there, all right?
If you look at the stats, they should be nowhere near this scoreboard. We got game on.
You just know we should have been further ahead. Yeah, so half time was, it wasn't overly comfortable.
We've injected it, so I just wanted waiting for it to sort of come good and get an answer from him. So he's just got no power and sore, real sore. So he hasn't dislocated again, but he probably got put out there. So if he reckons it's no different in a minute, then yeah, it's half time. Basically, he was the focus point for the whole medicals team. Had a good chat with him to sort of get an idea on his confidence levels, which weren't great, and that's saying a lot for him.
Yeah, I just knew it was bad. Doc sort of came up with the options of painkillers, needles. Yeah, I just knew we had to do all of that and take that chance. And I could still just pass. Spud was telling me like to pass him the ball and stuff like that. They were just trying to see what I couldn't do.
Rami, you on?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You sure? No. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to give all that I could, and I think coach was a bit nervous as well, so I was just telling him to back me.
I think Dad at one stage came to me and said, Cogs is going to go on. And I was like, oh yeah, all right, sweet. But then I heard Romy saying to Dad, like, oh, just trust me, like, I'll be sweet. Then I was like, all right, well, Romy's back on.
And then I think him, Romy, the coach, and Shane Elford all had a discussion about it and decided, yep, if Romy's happy to play on, they were happy to take that risk for as long as possible.
All right, boys, we've got a grand final. All right, we need some energy to start this second half for us. On the defensive side of things, boys, it's front door. We're missing too many tackles. Flat out, we're missing too many tackles, all right? We've got to connect more than ever. Connect more than ever, boys. Give us your best 10-minute burst you got. Okay, boys, this is it. Let's go and enjoy it.
And welcome back to Accor Stadium. 8 points to 6. The Broncos, they take a lot of confidence out of that. Well, here come the Panthers.
You've got 40 minutes to give it everything you've got. You've got to tap into some of those resources that you didn't even know you had.
40 minutes left to crown a champion, and we are no closer to finding out who will lift the Premiership trophy.
For the moment, it's on a nice edge, Jimmy.
The defending premiers find themselves in a real dogfight. Cleary chips over the top. Walsh was out of position. Here's the kick. You're too long. It hops over the back.
Oh, they get away with one there, the Broncos.
Yeah, it was a bit of a brain fade for me, I'd say. So that wasn't a great start to the second half.
And it was just like, after the first half, I was like, you know what, if we keep doing that, we're going to get hurt at some point. And that's exactly what happened.
There's Ramam from a standing start with blistering footwork. He's beaten them for pace. Man for the corner. What a try! Ezra Mam has ignited the grand final and Brisbane are ahead.
Yeah, nothing too much to change there. Probably not a great finish, like poor set-end finish and then front door. Get their heads up, mate. We've got to get back in this. Let's try and build some momentum.
What a try by Mam. Reynolds swings it back. He's nailed it.
Brisbane now asking some serious questions.
Flagler tearing through the middle. Away to Reynolds now.
Beats 1-2. Penrith's gone. They're at 6s and 7s here.
The Broncos had the running here. They've got them shot out wide. He didn't give the ball. He got buried in the tackle of Crichton.
Penrith somehow hold on.
I saw that, Rome. It's gone now. You've gone? You have to come? You have to come. Okay.
I think Staggs had a mad carry, bang right at my left shoulder, and just told BG, let's get me off, man.
Greeny's saying Robbie's no good, mate.
I'll get Cogs on there too then.
Yeah, just knowing Cogs was there, ready to go, waiting for his opportunity. I reckon I could have tackled all day, but you know, in attack especially, like I don't reckon I had much to give.
Why has just been replaced? Wow.
Jerome Luai's gone off the back too, so not a good sign there for the Panthers.
They're powering, they're making 15 metres every play, Brisbane.
Capel, he beats one. He almost beats another. But now Penrith all of a sudden are on their heels.
Oh, the Broncos really starting to tear holes in this championship defence.
Payne Haas runs over the top of one.
Gets the ball away after Cogger tried to make the tackle. Mam again, straight through. Ezra Mam, he's going to get a try, scoring double in a grand final.
Oh, Ezra Mam is carving them up.
Brisbane is blowing Penrith away.
And 20-year-old Ezra Mam is carrying the Broncos to a premiership.
It's important just to get their heads back in the game here. Our next 5-6 minutes got to be so important, all right? We just got to give ourselves another opportunity, all right? But we just got to earn that opportunity. Just ask for a little bit more. We've got to hang in at the moment. Must hang in.
Is a 17-year wait about to end?
Now Palacia goes left to Mam, away to Walsh.
Cleary came out.
Walsh has gone straight through. Walsh is away. Walsh has got support.
Ezra's there. Ezra Mam for a hat-trick.
He's past him. He's over.
And Brisbane are tearing the Panthers apart.
He has scored 3 tries in 10 minutes to take the premiership away from Penrith.
I've been saying since midway through the first half, there's something not quite right with Nathan Cleary.
I was just honestly thinking to myself, like, what the hell has gone wrong?
Looked over to Romy, I'm just like, there's no way, like, this is not how the story's supposed to be written. Yeah, it kind of felt like all our fears were coming true and we're about to be the next victims of a Broncos blitz.
My first thought there was, feeling pretty helpless, and this was a nightmare.
We have not seen Penrith crumble like this probably since the grand final of 2020.
Oh, there's an injury in back play.
So Isaiah Yeo off for an HIA.
It felt like a free shot at that stage. It was like, we've come this far, we may as well just accelerate and go as hard as we can and see what happens.
They sweep right. Reynolds back for Reece Walsh. Walsh nearly through. One-handed pass. Scooped up athletically by Payne Haas. He's about 6'5" and picked it up like he was a fullback. Back to Herbie Farnworth. Ball goes behind Pulasia. Crichton picks it up and nearly comes through the other side. Offload to Moses Leota, who's dragged down. Cogger with Cleary. Dummies. Cleary gets through. Where's the support? Back on the inside.
Go, boys.
Leota with the try.
Here we go.
Under the post, the Panthers are in.
Hold the phone, hold the phone.
Here's the game back on.
That moment just gives you a glimmer of hope. Look up at the scoreboard and you go, there's only 2 tries in it.
And there he is, he stands up in the big moments, Nathan Cleary.
The most underrated thing he did was he actually ran under the post too. I think most guys that aren't used to scoring tries, they try and get there as quick as they can.
That's not easy. He did that really well. Scored under the post and got back in it.
plenty of time, plenty of time. All right, we don't have to be go chasing points. All right, we've got to be building pressure. We got any update on Yowie?
The Broncos threatened to run away with this instead. Penrith find a retort. Cleary on the back of points, wants a 40-20.
Go.
Oh, he might have nailed it. Nathan Cleary with an unbelievable play.
The most courageous play of the night.
Yowie just passed. He's still got 6 minutes.
Okay, sweet.
To within 12 of Brisbane's line. Kenny, Cogger first receiver, Cleary second, out the back to Crichton.
Crichton over the 10-metre line for the goal line.
He gets a try. That's his 4th try in 4 grand finals, and Penrith are back in this in a big way.
Here come the Panthers. Wow, this is not over.
There's a big kick coming up here.
Well, Nathan spent time here during the week by himself kicking goals. This is why, this moment right here.
He's kicked it.
Kicked that goal and then I was running back and it was like, holy shit, it's still 10 minutes to go and we're only down by 4.
I felt like once we were 4 points down, I started feeling pretty good about our chances. But still, a lot of things had to go right after that too. You know, like I got so many tackle breakers and they're always going to be dangerous at any time in that last 10 minutes.
Well, you can see there's plastic cups and all sorts of things blowing across the ground, as is Reece Walsh. Walsh into the clear. Knocked over in an ankle tap.
And Reece Walsh turns the game back in Brisbane's favour.
Last tackle, Brisbane, they lead by 4.
Reynolds, short pass.
Yes! Come on!
And Cogger has played very direct. He's given it to Nathan again. And Crichton.
No. Yes.
Chase. And Taruva's chasing. Walsh is there. He's been tackled in the in goal.
Yes.
That kick from Crichton. Precision.
Oh, he's gone long.
He's kept it low towards the sideline. It's out on the full. Last play. What can Cleary fashion? Out the back, tap on play. Crichton again. Crichton with a step. Crichton with a kick. It's plucked by Cobbo. Nathan Cleary. A kick pretty much up and down in the same spot. I wonder if that brushed a Bronco. It's still the last. It's with Cogger. It's back for Crichton. Crichton trying to find the end goal. He's done it again.
Oh, wow.
An unbelievable play by Stephen Crichton.
They'll get another set here, the Panthers.
Kenny Fisher-Harris tripped over. Now Sorensen. There's no hole in the Brisbane defence right now. 2 plays left on the set. It goes to Cleary. Nathan Cleary.
Wow!
Cleary's done it all himself. What a try!
He had to stand up and he's just elevated himself from a champion. They were gone. They were absolutely gone with 20 minutes to go. And Nathan Cleary just said, come with me.
It still feels that surreal, that moment. It still feels like I'm going to get woken up from a dream and it didn't actually happen. Just as the set was going, I wanted the ball to play before that.
We were real confident that if we got the ball before that, we were going to score. But yeah, Kenny's done his homework enough the whole week that to score against this Broncos team is not going around him, but going straight back through them.
So then the next play, I was just like, I just wanted to get the ball.
So I just tried to make it not obvious that I was going to go there and try and just make a little bit of room for him because he was playing a 3-on-4.
He shows the ball right. I think Jordan Ricky and even Walsh, they go with the dummy, and that ends up being the space that I come back through.
Left foot back into that space, and the rest is history.
To know that he's done that injury, it's just crazy to think. We're all laughing at the fact, how did he pull off that try at the end? Like that was like the greatest test for that left knee for the whole game right at the end, where he had to double step, I think. That's a crazy thought. I don't know how he did it.
Then it's like, how long to go? I'm like, oh, it's over 2 minutes to go. There's a short kick-off, there's more things, because like I said, this Broncos team, if they had like a minute or 2 minutes left, There's still a lot of danger.
The one we've seen from Nathan Cleary goes down in the annals of great grand final plays. He's put Penrith ahead by 2 with less than 2 to play.
But the Broncos will still have a shot left. There's still time.
Just like, come on, like we've worked so hard for this, and it pretty much all comes down to like this one, defending one set.
Reynolds now, away to Walsh. Walsh now wrapped up, he got the ball away, it's taken by Sorensen. You can't believe this. It's the greatest grand final escape in the sport's history.
Larry was next to me, we were talking about it after the game, and he was like cheering straight away. And I was like, Larry, just chill, just chill.
You've got to applaud this team, the Penrith Panthers.
Oh, they were gone, Billy, weren't
wow.
They were absolutely gone.
This is their greatest feat.
Without a doubt.
Penrith have done it! They make it 3 and the debate is settled. This is the greatest team of the modern era.
Game, set, three-peat for Penrith. It's the greatest comeback we've ever seen in a grand final.
A 5th premiership for the Penrith club, and they have done the impossible. They have dragged it out of the ashes.
It was just, yeah, euphoria in the coach's box. It was like, I think it was probably the best feeling of all 3, I think, maybe. It's hard to say that because they're all so good.
Everything that happened in that game, just a complete roller coaster, and yeah, just to have that feeling's honestly second to none. It's what we play the game for, and yeah, very lucky.
Total relief. I think there's always that initial relief feeling, going like, thank God we've done it.
For me, that was the best moment that I always remember.
Oh, you just wanted to go on forever. You know, you just don't want it to end. You just go down and you see your family and your friends. Like everyone was just like going off, like so happy. I love that feeling. I love seeing that. That's honestly the best thing.
You just grab someone, you'd hug them, tell them how much you love them, move on to the next person. It was just that. Felt like eternity, but mate, best feeling ever. Yeah, hook it straight in my veins. I want that all again. It's the best.
Very special moment with me and my brother. Last game, and once the buzzer went, hit me that yeah, the time is done.
Yeah, it was obviously really emotional, and just saying how much we love each other, and we started together and we're going to finish together, and it's just sort of that sort of conversation.
We've been through this whole ride together, so for us coming into this last game was definitely that last ride vibe, and we've been able to create these lifelong memories, lifelong mates, that no matter how far or where we go, we're always going to have this to call our own, the three-peat.
That's what we prayed for. That was our plan. We wanted to walk out champions, and something that I'll definitely brag about to my kids, that I was a part of that team, and me and Spenny shared that moment. So yeah, it was definitely something special.
It's time to find out who our player of the match was.
When they're about to name the Clive Churchill, then I sort of thought about, that's going to be Nat. Like that was pretty nice sort of feeling.
The winner of the Clive Churchill medal for a second time, Nathan Cleary.
I was just so happy for him and so proud of him. I know my dad would be sitting up there and he'd be telling everybody, oh, that's my grandson, and he'd be so proud of him.
Anytime you can get recognised as the best player in a grand final and win the Clive Churchill, it's like the cherry on top. But yeah, for me, it was just the fact that we won that's what meant most to me. And I'm even thinking about it now, it's like, yeah, it's so cool.
And to all our boys, undisputed, now let's go have a party.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the third time in 3 years, your NRL Premiers, the Penrith Panthers!
We're chasing something that hadn't happened before in the NRL era, the salary cap era. So we wanted to create history. We wanted to be seen as the best NRL team ever. Yeah, and we did it. So yeah, I thought it was a wonderful theme. All the boys bought into it, and when it come down to it and that siren blew, we certainly were undisputed.
Yeah, I still think that, you know, I might be biased, but Dad's an underrated coach, just what he's been able to build and the culture he's built. And just, it's just like, I don't know, it's just a real family feel too, and he's been able to build that. Like, and you know, I think a lot of sort of our temperament as a team comes from him. Yeah, very, very proud of him and very happy to be able to say that. He's not only my dad, but he's my coach, and I get to work alongside him through this journey.
And everyone else had filtered out when the game was over, and they all came down to the fence and kind of got to do that lap with the trophy and get to see them all. It was just the best feeling ever. You can see how much it means to some of these people from Penrith. It's a massive thing for us here, is trying to be a source of community pride, and yeah, to be in that moment and feel like you've achieved that, it's really special.
Those day one fans that come out and watch us each week, in winter, summer, yeah, these last games were for you.
Are you on speech? Okay. Wow. Firstly, I just want to thank everybody in this room, anyone who's ever supported us. It's been a long journey. I know this year's team has been an incredible team, so that's one thing, but this is also part of 3 in a row, so there's some people here that have done so much for this team and this club. To this group, yeah, oh man, I love you guys so much. Like, it was just, that tonight was just unbelievable. When we were down 24-8 and in all sorts, I thought we accelerated, and that's exactly what we spoke about. Yeah. Okay, we've got to finish off our belt. So, undisputed.
Yeah, the belt was just like, wow, it's actually, you know, sort of you look at it, yeah, we've actually done it, you know. You have this theme and all these grand plans and stuff, and for it to actually all work out, yeah, that was a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, it was probably one of those moments, like you just sit back and just think to yourself that we've done it again.
And you look around in that room, not only are the players, but you got your family and friends there, people who supported you your whole journey, and you've got all your unsung heroes, the people who don't get the mentions. Everyone gets to share in that moment together, and it's just such a good feeling in that room, because you just know how hard so many people have worked for that one moment, and you just get to celebrate with them, and yeah, the Eskies were full, and it was the best.
Everyone's here, it's a good time, and great brotherhood that's been formed here, and memories we'll never forget for as long as we live.
So what, we get drunk, so what, we don't sleep, we're just having fun.